Hello everyone, welcome to your lecture on youth and new media. This lecture is part of your paper on youth, media and society. In this lecture, you will learn the importance of new media, its basic elements and the conceptual framework in which it operates. This will help you to understand the different facts of new media in the present times. Through this, you will be able to identify its importance, youth involvement and pros and cons of new media. There are three ways in which new media can be assessed: its importance, its usage and its influence on its users. You will learn the importance of new media in the present times, how it can be an information provider for the overall development of a youth. We will also deal with the other facts for its misuse. Hopefully, this lecture will bring a significant change in your attitude about its influence among youth. Concept of new media, new generation, information medium. Let us begin with the concept of new media or new generation information medium. Fang suggests that the 20th century witnessed the emergence of new communication than any period in the history with the advent of internet. The wide penetration of the internet and the formation of www and digital form of communication mediums have facilitated through the merger of computer and telecommunication network. This medium has opened up a plethora of widespread ranges in the medium, along with the traditional mediums like newspapers, radio and television. With several new opportunities in communication, which include emails, websites, podcasts, e-books, e-forms, blogging, social media. The interactivity component with the social media has made all the possibilities of information, education and entertainment much easier. New media have paved the way to revolutionize all that we thought was either hidden or inaccessible. The prevalence of the new media is not just the result of its dynamic and open nature, but also because of its rapid spread and increased users. Convergence of the new media with technology has made impossible possible in all aspects. Young people today live in a world where technology means everything. New media and online communication has become persuasive in the lives of the youth. Engaging in social networks, video sharing, online games and mobile phones are now fixtures of youth culture. New media empower the new generation to challenge the socio-economic and political issues. The emergence of this new media is closely linked to the younger generation. There are 4 core sets of practice within the digital mediascape. Young people are using this media to circulate, collaborate, create, connect. Importance of new media. Let us discuss the rise and importance of new media with respect to youth interaction. New media has periodically transformed the nature of communication among the masses. The ubiquitous rise of the new media has facilitated tremendous changes in the different spheres of everyone's life. In the last 2 decades or so, media world has evolved itself as one of the basic necessity and is a global issue. The perception of the public about media has changed from an information provider to an information seeker. Especially the younger audience is the most influenced and have access to the diversified and high quality media content. A look at the world media landscape for youth immediately presents 2 major opposing themes: opportunities and risks. Globalization of media brings huge avenues to broaden youth's outlook and provide more equal access to information, but it also threatens cultural identification, tradition and values. Technological advancement bring a lease of fresh promises of new skills and greater youth participation in the development of the society. Youth everywhere seemingly share some universal traits. They are optimistic, more open and curious when compared to their adults counterpart. In a developing country like India, where majority of the population are between the age group of 18 to 35, form strength for the growth of a nation if channelized positively. Media literacy. Media literacy is a significant way to challenge the young minds to understand the nature of construction of media representation and how that may influence their own beliefs, about themselves and others. It empowers the youngsters to understand and actively participate in the development of a nation. The critical eye and mind among these future generation is a must. The media literacy allows the youngsters to share, to assess and to contribute from their own personal development. It gives them a sense of community involvement, reading positions, critical thinking, competitive power. Technology literacy is a new terminology and a most catchy phrase among youngsters today. It is the ability of an individual to work independently and with others to responsibly, appropriately and effectively use technology tools to access, integrate, evaluate, create, manage and communicate information. The convergence of both media and technology has made the youngsters hungrier for information. We don't always know who created something, why they made it, and whether it's credible. This makes media literacy tricky to learn and teach. Nonetheless, media literacy is an essential skill in the digital age. New media in India. Let us look closely into the Indian scenario. The present new media in India have become increasingly popular components of our millennial generation. It has provided this generation a new opening to communicate, exchange messages, interact and share knowledge with each other, regardless of geographic boundaries and differences. The new technology offers new dimensions and features which are growing along with new communication technologies are emerging as new generation. Compared to the new media audience and users in India, with the rest of the nations in the world, nearly 75% of them are under the age of 35. The usage patterns show that the expansion, adaptability and future with bright prospects of this media in India. Yet, the challenge is not merely to recognize the transformation, but to understand it, both in itself and also as a context for evolution in civic and various engagements. Various factors have contributed for the sudden change of the importance of new media in the present times among the younger population. Now, those factors are access, the ease of accessibility to the gadgets, wide range of offers by the telecommunication players of providing the packages. The data plans have been the foremost factor. Lifestyle. Youngsters are highly influenced by the lifestyle of their family and peer group. It has become an order of the day. New gadgets and environment in new media forum is an order of the day. Competition. Stiff competition among the youngsters has led to the trend of hooking on the various platforms provided by these new media. The younger generation sees it like a race to be present in all the platforms of new media, social change. The trend of being a social animal is being extensively realized to the maximum by showing your presence. It has become a catalyst of change in all spheres of life. Advantages of new media. Nowadays, new media, which encompasses social media too, is a great hit among the youngsters. The social networking platforms are used to the maximum extent by the younger generation for various reasons. As every coin has both sides, even this extreme uses of new media in every aspect of life has some threats too. Many researchers have been done to understand the use and gratification of new media among the youngsters. The following are the advantages of the new media. Helps in establishing public network, enhances the social participation, keeps them updated about the activities around the world, provides a platform for deliberations, assists them in generating opinion. Business opportunities are on the rise. We will now discuss all of these in detail. Helps in establishing public network. New media has opened up a plethora of options for its users, especially youngsters, to have a good networking among their fellow men. The pace and reach have made it possible for them to break all the geographic boundaries and have networking just at the fingertips. This networking can be from any sphere of lives which break the shackles of age, religion, gender, caste and creed and even nationality. This idea is extended by Marshall McLuhan. Global village enhances the social participation. Gone are the days when interaction through the media was very difficult, especially traditional media like newspaper, radio and TV. The young voices were seldom taken into consideration for publishing or broadcasting. But with the advent of new media and its mediums, putting across your messages, getting instant feedback has become so easy and effective. It has resulted in speeding up for the communication process. Thanks to the interactive nature of the medium, it has brought people much more closely mentally. This medium has provided a greater opportunity for the people to have an active social participation in different aspects, be it politics, social, religious, sports or entertainment. Keeps them updated about the activities around the world. Now the instant uploading feature of this media is a blessing in itself. The youngsters or the audience are keeping abreast of all the happening in and around the world. Within no minute, the gadgets bring you the happenings and update your knowledge. Minute to minute information flow help the youngsters to know the happenings in any part of the world. Provides a platform for deliberations. The new media has offered youths a platform to discuss and deliberate issues which never used to be done openly. And certain topics which were considered a taboo are now a matter which is discussed openly. These kinds of open discussion and debates surely will help to broaden the horizon and makes youngsters more intelligent and intellectual. Assist them in generating opinion. Youngsters today are more radical and proactive in nature. They want their voices to be heard. Many serious issues become the topic of debates, and in turn, opinions are formed. Rigorous discussions and ideas of various people help in formulating a collective opinion in a constructive manner. Business opportunities are on the rise. New media for youngsters has become a hub of business opportunities too. The various outlets on the new media in the form of business pages, e-commerce and business apps have been extensively used by the youth who are ventured in these business lines. The connectivity aspect of this medium is a great hit, and youngsters are not leaving any stone untouched to tap the opportunity in all possible way. New media is double-sided sword. You just can't ignore its presence among the youngsters. This medium has also given rise to many threats among the younger generation, which has become a matter of concern. The flip side of the issue has various problems oriented towards the destructive attitude among its users. The major ones are as listed below. Extensive use of this media has led to isolation. Youngsters have become more introvert. Psychological issues are on the rise. Crime rates among the public have seen a rise. Extensive use of this media has led to isolation. The new media usage has taken a toll of many youngsters. The hours of usage, gluing to the smartphones for hours together, cut off from the reality of life. Leading a virtual life has in turn made these millennials isolate themselves from family and friends. Leading a virtual life have become the order of the day. The disturbances which is being created by this medium has brought a lot of the changes in the fabric of the social system. Youngsters have become more introverts. The youngsters who are addicted to this are leading a mechanical life. They are more attracted towards the gadgets and media rather than people. The activeness of bubbling youngsters have faded away and paved way for introvert individuals. This is a bad sign for a normal development, and it's alarming as days passed by. The recent figures have shown a dangerous and deteriorating result of the cause for such attitude among youngsters. Psychological issues are on the rise. One of the major issues which need utmost attention among youngsters is that extensive usage of new media in any form, especially Facebook and WhatsApp, has led to psychological problems. Many issues such as depression, suicidal tendency, anger, inferior complexity have increased over the years. Many youngsters have lost their lives due to this new media effect. Crime rates among the public have seen a rise. It's not only the matter related to psychology. Even the law and order problem has become a matter of concern. Many new kinds of cyber crimes have emerged in the form of staking, trolling, phishing, morphing, and uploading of derogatory content in the new media, leading it to a serious crime among youngsters. These downsides of new media are equally necessary to address as the advantages, as they have a huge impact on the attitudes of youth. Conclusion. I hope this lecture helped you in understanding the dependence of the youth on new media for each and every issues. This aspect of this new technology is very individualistic in nature. The uses and gratification of this medium has both advantages and disadvantages, which are equally important to study. It's a need of the hour to go with the trend and can't be isolated with the crowd. But timely use of the new media can be utilized to the maximum by the youth without getting distracted in terms of physical and mental trauma. Against the discussion, I hope you realize the need to deepen our conceptual and empirical understanding of how changes can take place. The younger generations are in the evolving stage, thus acceptance and adoption is the order of the day. For more details, please read the module on this lecture carefully and attempt the questions in the end. Thank you.